Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's, and you've heard that friendly slogan for many years, and it's just as true today as it was when you first heard it. Watch the game right here on NCTV 45, and then head over to Pizza Joe's. Pizza Joe's provided a grant for this podcast, and they have many great locations: State Street, Highland Avenue, Croton, and Shenango. It's your local pizza place. Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle for fine gifts and more. Flowers 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
Hey guys, keep watching NCTV 45 for Cook in the Castle. You're going to love it.
We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors. Welcome to the program. And we want to thank our sponsors today: Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in Newcastle, Butts Flowers and Gifts in downtown Newcastle, and Pizza Joe's with 4 Newcastle locations. My guest today is the director of the Newcastle Public Library, Sandra Collins. Welcome, Sandra.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you with us. And before we talk about the library and all of its wonderful features, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I grew up in eastern Pennsylvania and been working in libraries since 1969. I've lived in Utah, spent the last 15 years living in the North Hills, and started at Newcastle in November. So I'm just learning the city and the area.
Nice city, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll be moving here the end of the month, so
we
get to know it better.
We here at NCTV 45 are always promoting the fact that it is a wonderful city to live and work in, and I'm glad to have you with us from another area, so you'll get to see what it's like, and I hope you'll stay here for many years.
Well, I hope so too.
Now, the Newcastle Public Library is located at 207 East North Street in downtown Newcastle, and if you have any questions, we're going to give you that telephone number many times here on Focus NC. And by the way, this is segment 1 out of 3 segments, so make sure you tune into the other segments as well. nctv45.com. A little mission statement from the library, and the mission is to promote lifelong learning, contribute to the development of an active and informed community of citizens, and to meet the evolving educational, recreational, and informational needs of the citizens. And I think that hits home.
It pretty much covers everything we do.
Yes, it does. And little history of the library, if you will, Sandra, and
Okay.
when it started, and some evolution.
The library itself was actually founded in 1908 by the Newcastle YWCA, and it was acquired by the city in 1910. So we celebrated our 100th anniversary about 4 years ago. And it's been in its current location since, I think, 1986. Prior to that, it was across the street. And
yeah, it was just up the street, on same street, North Street.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid going to the old location, and what a different atmosphere when you compare the two.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the whole outlook of the building and what we do has changed. You know, a lot of people, when people say the word library, everybody thinks of books right away, but we're much more than that, especially with the new technologies that's out there.
Yeah, a lot of history, and I know that you really focus on all age groups, not
Right.
not just the teens, not just the kids, but adults as well. I want to talk a little bit about that, Sandra.
Well, as a library director from Colorado once put it, public libraries serve people from the womb to the tomb. So we provide services. We concentrate on emerging literacy skills for young children, to helping adults with job searches and their employment opportunities, to health information, to planning for retirement.
Tell us a little bit about how the Newcastle Public Library is part of the federated library system, and that covers Newcastle, Elwood City, and Bessemer.
Right. Well, it actually covers the whole county. In 1998, the county commissioners were approached and agreed to the concept of setting up a federated system. There are three public libraries, as you mentioned, in the county: Newcastle, Elwood City, and Bessemer. And as a federated system, we get some money from the county to provide services to all residents of the county. So for people who live in Pulaski Township, who don't maintain a library of their own, the three libraries in the county are available for their use.
And all three libraries have the same features and resources,
right,
and services?
in different levels, because we have different levels of financial support and ability based on size of building and staff. But for example, somebody goes to Bessemer and doesn't find a resource there, it can be referred to Newcastle or Elwood. We also have a bookmobile that travels throughout the county to reach people that are not close to a fixed site library or have difficulty getting there.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that in the next segment,
Okay.
about the bookmobile, because I know there's a lot to talk about just about the bookmobile. But how long has the Newcastle Library been associated as the federated system?
The federated system was formed in 1998, so it's actually been in existence for 16 years at this point. And as I said, that once we did that opened up public library service to everybody in the county, because prior to that, people would have had to pay a fee to join the library.
Well, we're running out of time in segment
Okay.
one, but I just wanted you to tell us the difference between federated and the district libraries, which encompasses a larger area.
Right. District libraries comes from a process that the state library has set up, where different libraries throughout the state are designated as district libraries because they have the resources to act as consultants and help the smaller libraries in the area meet their needs of their public. So, for example, we're the district library for 4 counties: Lawrence, Armstrong, Mercer, and Butler.
Butler, right.
So
how many libraries are included in that 4 counties?
19
Oh, that's
19
impressive.
different libraries.
That's really impressive. My guest is Sandra Collins, director of the Newcastle Public Library, and you can give them a call during their regular business hours if you have any questions. They have a great staff there. 724-658-6659. And the website, Sandra?
Is www.ncdlc.org.
That's segment one of Focus NC. We're focusing in on the Newcastle Public Library and the affiliates, so stay with us for segment 2 as well. I'm Gary West for NC TV 45. We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle for fine gifts and more. Flowers 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle. Hi, I'm Gary West on location at Little Johnny's 2 in downtown Newcastle, right on East Washington Street. I'm here with the owner, Chris Quiera. Chris, you got a great place. You've been here how long now?
We've been downtown coming on 4 years now, but Little Johnny's has been around for over 15 years.
When you walk into your restaurant, right away you see a lot of spaciousness, it's clean atmosphere, and on every table I noticed you have your menu, and that's what impresses me most about Little Johnny's. It's not just delicious pizza, he has a huge variety. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's very true. We do. We have dining for about 50, so you can come in, you can sit down, you could eat, but say you're on the go, we do delivery and takeout as well. And not just pizza, like you mentioned, we do flatbreads, we do wings, we do strombolis, calzones, hoagies, salads, so it runs the gauntlet.
You have
whatever
soup
you need
too,
to eat,
right?
We do. We have homemade wedding soup, homemade stuffed pepper soup. So whatever your needs are, we can do it for dine-in, delivery, or takeout.
And they have great pricing. They have a lot of beverages as well. You're going to love Little Johnny's Pizza because they've been around a long time and they know what they're doing. So stop by, and what's the contact information, Chris?
Little Johnny's 2, located at 130 East Washington Street. Give us a call or stop in, 724-657-2210.
Be looking for us on the road again, NC TV 45.